bottle up your emotions. Never tell anyone anything. Keep it down until it hurts. Don't confess anything. Instead, look at other people confessing things with me. It won't make you feel better, but don't relieve your mind by talking things out. Ew. Don't relieve yourself. Pause. Not in front of me. Nah, you can confess stuff. I'll let you. Yeah. I'll judge you if it's weird, but you can go ahead and say it. Today we're gonna look at some interesting confessions on Reddit. They might make you happy, sad, excited down there, angry, joyful, robust. I don't know, maybe you just won't care. I don't know how you're gonna feel. I can't tell you how you're gonna feel. You can decide it for yourself. Just watch the video. But I'm gonna also discuss them too, because you know I like to talk a lot. Please. So buckle up, guys. Maybe in the end I'll confess something of my own, as if I don't confess something every single video. I had a Hobbit themed birthday party so I could see people's feet. Up top. Yeah! Where and when? When and where? No, I just want to know. I just want to know, like, I just... Recently watched the Lord of the Ring trilogy and loved it. Great movies. My birthday was coming up, so I told my girlfriend a shire birthday would be fun, meaning everybody dresses up like a hobbit. I do like the aesthetic and vibe, but truly the main reason was the idea of seeing our mutual friends' bare feet. Okay. It's not as funny anymore. Aww. A couple people wore socks, but most didn't. Damn it! Those fucking assholes. A couple fucking losers wore socks, but most didn't. One drew hair on her feet, which I didn't care for. Still appreciated it and saw a lot of beautiful feet. This was a few months ago. You know what? Actually, I just did that joke with licking my fingers. I don't like when people lick their fingers. It grosses me out. Do it in your own time. I don't care. But if you're like next to me... Sorry, I had to do it for you. Or if like we're eating, I don't know, why are you doing that? Or even if you're eating right next to me, why are you doing that? Stop. Or stop sucking it like that at least. If you want to just, ew. I don't know, can't you just, ew, stop. Like, why do you have to go? Anyways, shout out to the women who sent me foot pics or promos. However, I'm in a committed relationship and won't be replying. That's like a girl saying, shout out to the guys that sent me dick pics, but I'm not gonna reply. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this one. I don't know how I feel about it. It's funny if you liked feet just because you thought they were cool looking. But I imagine if I was invited to a party and I had my grippers out. Yummy. And it was for sexual reasons. Like, are you sitting there bricked up, boned up, wooded? Are you sitting there with a Woody Harrelson? Are you... Wait, I can think of some more. Are you sitting there with a stiffy? Chubbed up? Oh. Like, are you? Are you, like, fixing your pants the whole time? Like, do you have a hand down your pants? What's going on? This one's weird. Because you're doing it and getting, like, horned up while I'm there. Ew. Someone just in there eating cake. This cake's delicious, dude. Where did you get this? Did you get it from a bakery? Happy birthday. Are you okay? Yeah. Why are you looking at me like... Dip your toes in the cake. No! Beautiful feet. Yeah. Come on, man. But I guess this is the point of confessions. I guess no one got hurt. I'm hurt a little bit. I don't know, this just makes me uncomfortable. I don't like this one. Not at all where I thought the post was going. Where did you think the post was going? Did you think he was going to be like, I just wanted to see how weird people's feet looked? It was super obvious from the title that this is exactly where this was going. Yeah. And this is Reddit, bro. I mean, look at this guy's name. Yellow Super Tip. Yeah, that's another one. That's Super Tip. You're Super Tip. I don't personally have a foot fetish. If you do, okay, good for you. I don't really, everyone has their different things. Yeah, I don't. This is weird. I wouldn't throw a certain party just to see people wearing things that are turning me on. Just out of that, I don't know. I feel like this is weird. And you just lied to your girlfriend, too. Your girlfriend just thinks it's for fun. But, I mean, does she know you have a foot fetish? She must. She's not sitting there like quite odd that you want everyone to come with no socks on just to see their feet. Maybe she's into it too. Update, I just applied to be part of the Lily Phillips 1000 Men Challenge. Damn it! Did I miss the application? I did something stupid. 6 months ago, in the hard aftermath of my divorce, I applied to be one of the 1000 men in Lily Phillips' record-breaking gangbang. I genuinely wanted to be a part of it, and I told myself this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Hey, to each their own. After a while, I had started to lose hope, but now, this week, it is all becoming more and more real. Because today I am quoted, after an interview with a journalist from New York Magazine, today I'm in the article, The OnlyFans Star Sleeping with Hundreds of Men a Day, published in Vulture. This is what they wrote. What of the men who sign up to take part in them? A 34-year-old Redditor from Norway with the username Chicken of the Year told me he applied to Phillips' 1000 Men in a Day challenge, which has yet to take place, because he'd always dreamed of having sex with a porn star. I thought the thing already happened. This was 6 months ago? So this happened, right? Or did it not? I don't know. The online questionnaire asked him for his nationality, height, and weight, a photo, and whether he used Viagra or any other substances to stay hard. I lived in a sexless marriage for 8 years and watched porn daily since I was 14, he said. Being part of something like this felt like a once-in-a-lifetime chance to connect with a real porn star. Okay. Did Batman beat this information out of you? Did Batman come down from the gargoyles, grapple your face, grapple your throat, stick the grapple in your mouth, and force you to say these words? Did he? That's me! Immortalized in a major publication as a horny, divorced Norwegian man with a trauma and horniness. And with this article, I have increased my odds of getting selected because I'm now a minor public figure. Oh no. But today, after reading this article, I actually don't know how to feel. A part of me still wants to be selected. Another part wants me to disappear into the mountains and never use the internet again. I'm scared my family and my ex-wife might see it. I'm scared Lily might see it and actually say, him. I'm selecting the guy with the tragic backstory and questionable coping skills. He's number 1,000. God help me if I become the face of this gangbang. I'm not ready for that kind of legacy. I pray I'm never down this bad. Look, I'm not going to make fun of you for applying. Who cares? Do what you want. But I don't think you're a minor public figure. I think you're taking a little too overboard. I don't want you to crash and burn and think that you are this. I don't know. Do I sound like an asshole right now? I feel like you're overselling yourself. That you're going to be picked because you're this minor public figure. Maybe that you were talked about in a news article that she'll see it, but I don't think she will. I don't think she'd care enough to see it. And how would she know which one's you? Did you put your Reddit username in your application? You must have. I feel bad. I feel like it's not that huge of a deal. Maybe I sound snotty. I'm not saying I'm a big shot either. So I'm not saying like I'm better than you. I feel like that's coming off that I'm saying that. And I don't think you have a tragic backstory either. Is this real? Maybe I do sound like an asshole. You were watching porn every day. Maybe you were divorced for a reason. Maybe you guys weren't having sex for a reason.
Yo, chill.
I mean, if you're going to be in a sexless marriage for 8 years, at some point you got to be like, okay, I should just leave. You're watching porn every day? Look, I'm being very judgmental. Do what you want. Who cares if you're in the challenge? That's what you want to do. Go ahead. But I just think the way you're... Like, I don't think you're going to have a legacy. Who are the people that were in it the first time? Did this already happen? Did Lily Phillips' challenge already happen? And can I apply? On June 30th, 2025, she claimed to have slept with 1,113 men in 12 hours. This just happened yesterday? This just happened yesterday. Is he the face of... Is he the legacy? He then posted that he regretted it. And then it was removed.
Aww.
You made this post in the hopes it blows up and secures your chances of being picked. Oh, no. I wonder if he got picked. I guess we won't know right now. I feel bad. Like, I feel like I shouldn't judge. He's really not doing anything wrong. He's just trying to get laid by the porn star. He wants to do it. That's a dream of his. I'm not going to shit on his dream. It's just the way he's kind of portraying it. You sound a little obsessed with it, just a little bit. And I feel bad. I do feel bad. Maybe it's not that easy for him to find someone to have sex with. So he thinks with a porn star it might be really cool. Because he couldn't do it with his wife. No shade. Jesus fuck, look at that post history. My man pops a blue chew to fuck a fleshlight. He attached a fleshlight to a vacuum. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I'm just writing it down. He attached a fleshlight to a shower head and pretends it wants to eat strawberries and lollipops. I think he might be psychotic. Did he really say this? Oh man, why are you posting all this? Maybe he's just really down bad. Guys, have sex with him. Look, I feel mean. I feel like I'm making fun of him. I'm sorry. Hey, do what you want to do. Follow your dreams. As long as you're not hurting anyone. I came during a massage yesterday and farted. I can never go. The ultimate combination. I've never had a massage before, but I got a gift card over the holiday, so I decided to use it and booked an appointment. The masseuse was an incredibly attractive and fit woman. I tried to relax and enjoy it, but once she started rubbing my thighs without thinking about it, I got incredibly hard. He got an incredible Woody.
Good one.
Incredibly hard. That's like the Hulk if he had a...
Then she started rubbing my lower back, and it felt incredible. It was really awkward because I was trying to ignore how hard I was. Suddenly, it felt even better, and my dick started throbbing, and immediately I started coming hard. Yeah, bro, we know you were hard when you were coming. Hey, yo! So hard that I accidentally let out a fart while coming. It was the most awkward An embarrassing moment of my life and I wanted to die. I apologized quietly, legitimately trying not to cry from embarrassment. She said it was okay and just to clean up with the towel and grab another one. She said she'd be back in a few minutes. I did, and she finished the last 15 minutes or so of the massage while both of us never said a word. I'm never getting a massage again. You let her finish. I camed and shitted during my... Were you silent during it, or were you just like... shaking on the table? She's like,
does that feel good?
and you're like, hey man, it's not your fault. It's really not your fault. You can't control it. The fart's crazy, bro. God, I hate that word. Fart. God. Anyways, it's okay, bro. I forgive you. I'm surprised she finished. I'm surprised you let her finish. I would leave. After all that, so I have 15 minutes left, right? The nerve, LMAO. You win Reddit today, LMAO. Boo, you suck. You, sir, won Reddit. Maybe she didn't know you came, because how would she? Like, did you make a noise? Did you shit yourself, maybe? Like, maybe she was telling you to clean that up. Maybe she saw a huge brown stain in your towel.
Come on, man.
Or maybe she smelt you. But you gotta know she deals with this, obviously, if she just told you to clean it up. I don't know. I feel bad for her. I'm sorry that this happened to you. It ain't easy being a guy. We have to deal with a lot, guys. So if girls think they have it hard, they don't even come close to guys. We have it hard, literally. Yeah. We explode during massages involuntarily out of both ends.
There is no we.
What do you guys have to deal with? Name one thing. You can't. I tell work I'm bringing my lunch allowance home because I don't have time, but I do. Exploiting your place of work? No. You dirty, stupid son of a... How dare you exploit the people that pay you to do work for them? God! We should be working for corporations for free. Yeah. I, 24 female, noticed sometime last year that my wife, also 24 female, wasn't packing proper lunches. She was taking one slice of chicken and putting it between a tiny slice of bread that would have been lucky to have butter or mayo in it. It's not her fault. I don't pack a lunch, so buying all the ingredients for sandwiches that might just be thrown out because they wouldn't be used in time felt pointless. Especially because we don't have the money to be doing that. Anyways, so in work I get a lunch allowance of whatever I want, but I just say I'm not hungry or don't have time to eat it and wrap up some nice sandwich or wrap so my wife can have it for her lunch. Aww. But what about you, though? What do you eat? She gets so excited and happy. She texts me every single day thanking me for the lunch I gave her and tells me how delicious it is. I find it fun, too, because it's like a little present for my wife, and it's not like I'm going to eat it anyway. When I have time, I like to get creative. But what do you eat? I'm a chef, so I'm able to pick on different food throughout the day. Maybe if I just keep reading instead of asking stupid questions. Yeah, shut up. I'm a chef, so I'm able to pick on different foods throughout the day, but I graze throughout the day because I want my wife to thrive. Today she has a wrap that has mixed leaves, mozzarella, grated carrot and red cabbage, chicken tenders, crispy bacon, onion, and Caribbean sauce. Oh my god.
Relax.
That sounds fire. Can I be your wife? Let me get a bite.
Yo, chill.
Sorry. This is a regular enough lunch for her because it's her favorite one. Even though I already know, I can't wait for her to text me and tell me what she thinks. That woman makes my heart so warm. Edit, she texted me. She loved her wrap. Aww. A wholesome confession. I don't care. Next. I'm an Uber driver and I got a No, this is very nice. This is very nice. Guys, if you have a significant other, try to do something like this for them, you know? If you don't want to do something like this for them, then do you love them? If you can't do it, that's a different thing. But if you want to do it, that's what matters. That's what I think love is all about. This right here. Doing something nice. Even if it's just, I don't know, taking their car out and getting gas for them in the morning. Or something that doesn't cost money, like making them breakfast with the food you already have, that you were going to make a breakfast, and have it ready for them if you don't already do that. Or showering them with compliments, doing their laundry for them if you know how to do it, don't mess it up. Doing their dishes for them. Go out and pick some flowers for them. I don't know, there's something you can think of that's nice for them. This should remind you to do that. I'm an Uber driver and I got a handy from a rider. I wonder what this could be. I, male 26, picked up a gay dude. He gets into the front seat, doesn't speak English, so he's using a translator. Tells me I'm handsome, compliments my tattoos, and then he asked if he could play with it. Can I play with it? I'm straight. Lol. I put my hand up and rubbed my fingers together for the universal sign of pay me. I got $20 and a pretty good hand job. I ain't gay, but $20 is $20. This economy is garbage, lol. Pretty good hand job. $20? I don't know, what's the amount of money? You know, everyone likes to think, oh,
there's no amount of money.
But then it's like, oh, here's $1 billion. And you're like,
okay, I'm gonna do it.
Me personally, no.
Stop the cap.
And you could call him cap on this, I don't really care. I'm going to say it's true. because I love my girlfriend. If someone offered me $1 billion to give them a handy, I'm not going to do it because I'm in a committed relationship and I love my girlfriend. So let's pretend I don't have a girlfriend and someone's offering me $1 billion. I want to say I'd say no. But what if I really need the money? I don't know. I would just get grossed out because I just don't like dudes like that, you know? So I'd like to say I'd say no, but you never know how I'd actually be in the situation. But $20? $20? I guess it depends on your financial situation, but you couldn't have been like 100, 50, 25. Nothing wrong with it. Do what you want to do, but I'm saying like I feel like maybe you are a little bi-curious, my friend. Was he like, I'll give you 20? Or you were like $1 and he's like, I'll give you 20. And you're like, okay. Or you were like 50 cents and then he just gave you 20 as a tip. A tip. It's okay if you're gay and it's okay if you wanted to just do it for money, bro. I just feel like I'd have to think about it more. But maybe you really needed the money. I'm not judging. Sounds like I am though. I'm not. I faked liking sparkling water for 3 years and now I'm trapped. Okay. I'm 30 now, but this started when I was around 27 during a phase where I was trying really hard to be one of those put-together adults who meal prep, drink sparkling water, and have plants that aren't just dying slowly in the corner. Hey, you know what? Does sparkling water really make you a put-together adult? What about water? I like the good old chocolate milk and
Literally
water and
nobody
tea.
asked.
Love tea. But, you know, you're not a put-together adult just because you're drinking sparkling water. You can drink whatever you want. If you want to drink a soda, have a soda. If you want a burger, if you want it, who cares? Have it. Anyways, but if you're thinking like put together because you're being healthier, what about regular water? This has nothing to do with the thing. So I bought a 12-pack of LaCroix because, you know, God, I hate LaCroix. Because, you know, sorry, LaCroix. Because, you know, that's what the cool, healthy people were drinking. First sip, it tasted like someone whispered the word fruit into a cup of TV static. Absolutely disgusting, but I had already posted on my Instagram story with the caption, new addiction, lol. See, and that's where you went wrong. How old are you? You're 30 now? Okay, so you're a millennial. No! That's where you went wrong. Why would you post that? For who? Because you wanted people to see that you were a put-together adult. Okay. But why would you lie? Why would you lie? Oh, God, I can just imagine that story, bro. You know, nothing wrong with being a millennial except for everything. No, I'm kidding. And that's the beginning of my downfall. Friends started bringing LaCroix over when they visited. Coworkers stocked it in the office fridge because I liked it. My girlfriend, now fiance, thought it was cute how into sparkling water I was, so she bought me a soda stream for Christmas. Sounds like you're a sick person, though, honestly, for friends bringing it and coworkers stocking it in the fridge. Sounds like everyone loves you, bro. Now I'm in too deep. Pause. I've become the guy who nods thoughtfully while drinking what is essentially spicy sadness. I have flavors in my fridge with names like pamplemousse and limoncello, and I pretend like I can tell the difference. I can't. It all tastes like carbonated regret. I do like an occasional seltzer water. LaCroix, though, I'm sorry, I do not like the taste. It does taste like what he said. I like a good just regular seltzer water. No, I like fruited ones too, but it depends on the brand. Polar was good. Just keep it simple. Don't try too hard, you know? I just like the carbonation. If I'm drinking alcohol, I like the carbonated little cocktails. I like the carbonated cocks. Sometimes I just want a normal drink, but if I ever open a Gatorade, someone will say, whoa, no LaCroix today? And I'll just fake a laugh like, haha, gotta switch it up. Meanwhile, my soul is quietly screaming. Anyway, if you're young and reading this, never lie about your beverages. That stuff will haunt you. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Sus that he said TED Talk, bro, because I was just gonna say this kind of sounds like Ted Mosby. Like a Ted Mosby story from How I Met Your Mother. Fire show. You guys know that show? I like shows with stories, and I do like sitcoms because they're funny, but I don't like when a sitcom is just kind of like all over the place. I just like when it has a story. I don't like when they just like forget stuff. And I feel like there's a lot of good sitcoms like that, but I really like How I Met Your Mother because I feel like their story is like, it almost feels like a drama, you know? That has nothing to do with this anyways. Bro, you could have just told someone, at least tell your girlfriend, at least, that you don't like it, bro. Come on, I feel like she'll be hurt that you've been lying to her this whole time. Or if you're too afraid, then just be like, I'm starting to not like it anymore. I'm kind of sick of it. Come on, it's not too late. You started this at 27, you're 30 now. Okay, it's been 3 years. It's okay. Say like, I'm losing taste for it. Tell everyone you're going carbonation free. Easy solution. People's tastes change over time. You could also pretend they changed something in the formula and it's no longer pleasing to your taste buds. Yeah. Look at that, dude. That's what I said. I thought of that, you little fucking thief. Yeah, I thought of that. Erase that comment. It's gone. That was my idea, basically. Rose in there with the LaCroix, like, thanks, guys. Yeah, you like that? You like that? Yeah, give him another one. Drink another one. Oh, no, drink it. I can't have any more. Wait, have you been lying to us? Yeah, drink it. Good boy. But this is actually so funny because it's such like a little problem, but it's so annoying, you know? Like inconsequential, but also like so pestering and like look at the deep shit you've got yourself in. But really, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm not making fun of you. I think this is hilarious. This is awesome. I kind of want to do this because see if my friends would get me sparkling water all the time. At least know that you're a cool person and people like you because they're buying you this stuff. I'm a little jealous of you. What's it like having people like you? I drunkenly told my mother why I'll never leave my brother alone with my future children. Is it because why don't I just read? I, 24 female, told my, oh my god, wait a minute. This is the same person again. No way this is real. No way. We're gonna assume it is real. I, 24 female, told my mother recently why I will never allow my future children to be alone in the same room with my brother, 24 male, while drunk in a bathroom stall. My parents paid a surprise visit to my house and invited me and my wife out for a drink. There were people at the pub, so the night got lively, and well, it wasn't one drink. At some point, we were talking about grandchildren. My parents are very excited for my wife and I to have children. It somehow landed on me saying I will never leave them unattended with my brother. She was confused, and I explained. What I explained is something I had been sitting on for years. It was about when we were young and we were watching the Titanic. He's sitting behind me. I turn around, and there he is, masturbating. Oh, right, bro.
Come on.
To what? Jack on the fucking door? Oh, Jack falling in the water. Sorry, that's not funny. But is that what he was masturbating to, or is he masturbating to you? Or Rose, is that her name? Getting like the portrait taken. Nonetheless, maybe it was who's that one girl in it? Not Betty White, but the Kathy Bates. She's in it, right? Nonetheless weird. Or that other time when I caught him humping the couch, or how he used to sneak up the stairs to barge into my room to catch me changing, or well, God knows what. He did the same thing to my wife when she was living there with us. There was another time my wife and I went to the bathroom at night and my parents weren't home. My brother came downstairs to also go to the bathroom. I told him to go into the living room as we were indecent, t-shirt and underwear, and he did, but he never closed the door. I could see him peeking out from the crack of the door. Okay, so if this is true, your brother's, needs to be in prison.
Oh, he was just a kid.
No. One time we were 16 on family holiday. We were sharing a room, 2 single beds opposite sides of the room, pitch black. I hear this weird squelching sound and his arm moving up and down as a silhouette. I get up to pee and he rolls over so fast. Squelching, bro. Is that what you heard? Probably heard one squelching. And he was done. Sorry, that's not funny. This is incest, by the way, if you didn't know that. Yeah, no, jail. Put him in prison for life. Another time I knocked on his bedroom door and he opened it with his boner sticking out of his pants. Belt and pants undone, boxers up, but pitching a 10. Oh, I didn't say that earlier. Pitching a 10. I looked through his laptop once because he left it unlocked and he and his girlfriend were being assholes. The shit I've seen, literally, a lot of scat and burner accounts. Ew. What, you saw shit on there? Ew. I can't look at him the same. My parents for years have been trying to get me to reconcile with him, but I never wanted to, and now I finally told her why. She's not being mean or awful. She hasn't really said anything at all. I'll ask her if she remembers it next time I see her. Yeah, while you'll never leave your brother alone with your future children, I'm never letting my brother, if this was him, meet my future children. I'm never speaking to my brother again. If I'm you, the girl in this situation, and I catch my brother multiple times, basically jerking it to me, basically forking it up and down to me, basically tugging at it, playing tug of war in his pants right behind me.
Please stop.
If I caught him squelching it, I'm never speaking to him again. It's just too risky with kids. I'm not saying this guy, you need to watch out, he's a pedophile, but I just wouldn't risk it.
Oh, it's her brother.
Okay, and he jorked it behind her, and probably next to her in bed. Maybe he was just watching something on his phone, but it's still weird. It's still weird because she was in the room, his sister, multiple times, and peeking on her friend, and barging into her room. Don't forget that part. Yeah. You're done. And how did the mom react to this? Was she just like, okay?
No, that's my son. He wouldn't do that. He only does that with me. He wouldn't cheat on me.
Sorry, that's not funny. Sorry. Just trying to make light of your weird brother. The mom should do something about it. The dad should do something about this because who knows how he feels about the mom. Because even if he wasn't doing it to you, he was doing it knowing the thought of you were in the room, and that probably like made it better for him. Ew. People are weird with sexual stuff. Me, I like to make jokes like once in a great while, but this is just too far. You know, I've never had the interest to do this with my sister. I don't know if maybe I'm just not in the norm. Maybe I'm just different and quirky, but I don't think this is normal, if this is true, because maybe she just started posting on confessions and she has so much to confess, she just found it, so she likes airing it all out, so we're gonna assume it's true. You shouldn't speak to him anymore. I wouldn't trust him. If he's doing this to you, granted he was younger, so maybe he just was a messed up kid, I don't know. I just feel like with stuff like that, it's not something you should risk. Especially when you did it to the wife, too, and made her uncomfortable. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's over. I was the middle sister with a close in age older and younger brother. I can promise you neither of them did anything even remotely like this to myself or each other. This is disturbing, and anybody who says it's normal should seek some therapy. Yeah, of course it's disgusting. Anyone who says it's normal is wrong. Sorry. You're wrong. Like I said, I've never wanted to with my sister or my brothers. Never. Or my parents. Never. Stop. Who thinks this is okay? Yeah, your brother's weird, man. He's just a little weird. Oh yeah, that's just my brother. Yeah, no, he's a weirdo. Hey, just let him finish. How does your wife feel about this? I wouldn't want to be near him ever again. What's worst about this is that these are just things she caught him doing. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. There's so many things he probably did. You know what? Maybe you were sleeping and he did something. Yeah, it's over. It's over. Just don't trust it. Terminally ill and racking up credit card debt with 0 fucks to give. How could you? I've had cancer for 2 years now. Sorry. Did chemo, lost my leg. Sorry. Beat odds and managed to even go back to work. Well, shit hit the fan and treatment stopped working. Probably got weeks, maybe a couple months at best. Sorry. I'm 22, don't own a house, don't own my car. Have maybe 2K in the bank. 2 euro K in the bank. So I took out a credit card, 6.5K limit, 0% APR for 20 months. Okay, is this a credit card ad? I was previously building up good credit score and am now buying whatever the fuck I want. The debt will die with me and I give no fucks. And if you want to beef with me about driving your bank fees up with this behavior, at least you get to live. Lol. Damn, that's true. Who's beefing with you? I don't care, bro. Go ahead, drive up my fees. I don't have the same bank as you. Edit, thank you all for your amazing responses. Unfortunately, it's bone cancer that has spread through my whole body, so I'm too weak now to travel far as much as I would have wanted to see the world. Sorry. I'm going to go bigger and do some good stuff if you have any ideas. I want to do some big donations to food banks and cancer charities that supported me throughout my journey and make some differences before I pop. Also, shame on you all for asking me for money. Asking for money? Come on. Update 2, took out some more cards. Thanks for all the suggestions. Some of you asking I'm a girl. Who's asking if she's a girl, bro? Who's making it? Why?
Are you a girl or boy?
Like, what does that matter? And that's true. Yeah, take out some more cards. I think this is great, especially if you're going to die. Because, I do think credit card companies take advantage of people. So I say go for it. I don't know the repercussions, so maybe I could sound really stupid right now to, like, the rest of the world. Like, what, your fees go up, bank fees, because of someone that does this? Well, like she said, at least we get to live, Oh, but it might be harder for us to live if the fees go up. At least we get to live. She lost her leg and has bone cancer. That's horrible. I bought a lot of things for my family, mostly sentimental things with my handwriting on. I bought a crab at a fancy-ass seafood place. That was awesome. I've donated to animal shelters and food banks, also to the cancer charities who helped drag my ass through this. They dragged your ass.
Pause.
Also, can y'all stop telling me to find Jesus? I respect to those of you who are praying for me because I know that's your way of thinking of me, and I'm really touched by that. But finding God is in no way in my plans and not what I believe will happen after death. Trying to force religion down a dying person's throat is really not the vibe. It is true. I get what they're trying to do, trying to, like, oh, if you find Jesus, you'll go to heaven. I'm assuming is what they're saying, but if she's not interested, she's not interested. Update 3, still hanging on. I've deteriorated quite a lot now. Lost a lot of functionality in my body at this point, so I'm bedbound and mostly just watching lots of TV and seeing family. But I'm comfortable eating apples and cheese and lots of little treats. Thank you all for checking in and thinking of me. I'm really fortunate to be surrounded by my friends and family right now. When you boil it all down in the end, it is really all you need. Anyways, I'll try to update again soon. That's sad because this is 3 months ago, so they might have passed. I'm sorry. Imagine, though, if she lived and had to deal with all this. That would fucking suck. It'd be great that she's alive, though. But I don't think so. That's very sad. But good for you. And look at that. She used a lot of her good stuff to donate. That's really cool. Rest in peace if you are gone. And if you're still hanging in there, I hope you can survive and, like, bounce back. Anyways, I think we're going to end it there. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I like going into the confessions because it's fun. And it was fun to talk about them. You guys can be a little freaky sometimes. But that's okay. I forgive you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, maybe leave it a like. Maybe subscribe. Maybe confess something in the comments anonymously, except it can't really be anonymous unless you have an anonymous account. But maybe keep it to yourself sometimes, or just confess to like a therapist if it's a little too much. Thank you very much for all the new subscribers. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for you guys. It means a lot, all the nice comments and the likes and all that, and the subscribers. It's very nice. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next video. You guys have a great rest of your day. Let me know if you like this, because I'd do it again. Do I have anything I can confess? I'll make a confession. I don't know. Obviously, there's stuff in my life, but I just can't think on the spot. Oh, yeah. Okay, I confess that I